Yo, what's going on? It's DJ Crowley and Blues in the House, of course, too. It's Simmer Down live from home. And man, this one's been a long time coming. We've got Matt and Jordan, Sons of Paradise, in the house. What's going on?
What up, dude? What up, Blue?
What's up, man?
Blue.
Yeah. So, dude, the first time, actually, me and Blue saw you guys together for the first time. It was Surrounded by the Sound when it was in Charlotte. And, you know, we've been wanting to see you guys live for a while because, you know, I mean, we were listening to the tunes. Everything was so like, okay, we got to see these guys live. And it did not disappoint, man. You guys are super tight. An amazing drive within the band. We'll talk a little bit more about that here in a bit, but I do want to kind of have you guys tell us about your band and your music and kind of a little background of you guys, Sons of Paradise.
Yeah, so we're Sons of Paradise. We do mostly reggae music, but we incorporate a lot of other genres in there too. Me and Jordan started the band back in like 2009 with some other friends. It's been a long time coming of different projects working together, and then Sons of Paradise kind of came around later.
Well, basically we've been playing with each other for like almost 14 years now.
Yeah.
And then before that we were in like marching band and concert band together. So I guess we've been playing music together for like 17 years.
Yep.
And then reggae specifically for like 14 years together.
Wow, that's crazy, man. I did not know you guys have been together for that long.
Yeah, we started in high school. We got approached by a friend that was also in band with us to join a Bob Marley cover band. So we did that, and eventually that is what morphed into what Sons of Paradise is today.
Yeah, man. I mean, I was talking with Marco of Melodos before our chat, man. Really good buddy of mine for many, many years. And he was telling me a little bit, you know, about you guys, but I did not realize that you guys go back almost 17 years. That is insane, man.
I think we met each other in like 2007. So I guess that about 16 years.
Yeah. I had just moved from California. I didn't really know anybody, and music and band class was like where I kind of found some people that I vibed with, and
we kind of sat next to each other because we both played alto saxophone.
Yeah.
We would basically goof around the whole time.
Goof around.
And we never thought we'd be doing anything serious together.
We used to purposefully like mess up our scales so that we could like sit next to each other at like because it was like grouped by like ranking of like saxophone, right? So we would like fuck up on purpose just so we could be next to each other and just fuck around all.
You guys, dude, another story, man. You know, speaking of seeing you guys live, most recently at camp, man, you guys, you know, drove 8 hours to come to camp, and it was such a special experience. I know you got lost. Everybody gets lost on the way to camp. That's kind of part of it. And then, unfortunately, you know, just like all bands have, their issues will arise no matter what. You know, no bass, you know, that night. And then Jati, you know, of the Nazi Lovejoys, formerly of the Congos, is like, yeah, I'll play bass. And I don't think he missed a single note the whole entire time. Were you expecting that?
It was what I was hoping for, but I mean, he seemed pretty solid because we saw him in the set before, and I'm like, he seems like he's going to be really good. But yeah, he crushed it. It was an incredible experience playing with him and just knowing his history and how close he was to Bob and the scene in Jamaica and all that. Like, it was really one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Yeah, and band. It was funny also because I'm sure he's never heard any of our music ever.
Right.
And if he has, he probably didn't consciously know he was listening to Sons of Paradise. And all we did was give him the set list and the chords. And some of the bass line he played were like the bass lines on the actual track.
Yeah.
It was it was so familiar in so many of the songs, and then the other ones that weren't similar to the track were just because they were better bass lines
Yeah,
than what we had on the
exactly.
track. He didn't miss anything.
We were just sitting there watching it. I was like, okay, because we know the music, like, okay, is he gonna nail it? And I'm just like song after song. I'm like, oh my God, and I think one of the reasons, and this is a good segue, that he nailed it is because you guys are reggae rock, but you guys are also very rooted in Jamaican reggae music as well. Is that true?
For
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
I love that. That's what got me into reggae was all the Jamaican stuff. So yeah, we love all that. And it was cool to have that roots feel on.
Authentic feel.
It was just incredible, man. So hey, if you guys are just tuning in, you're late. You're late. You're late. It's all good though. We got Matt and Jordan, Sons of Paradise, in the house, Raleigh, North Carolina. Guys, there's an elephant in the room, and unfortunately, things happen in life. And a few days ago, I think it was a couple weeks ago, I realized something. It's called a self-actualization, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. It's at the very, very top of it. And it's like something that hits you that you realize, and it only happens a few times in your life. And I realized that, life is, as I've gotten older, life is unpredictable, absolutely unfair, and just plain hard sometimes. Add being in a touring band, and it becomes even more difficult. And unfortunately, tragically, you guys lost Parker, so close to all of our souls. I know I can't imagine how it's been, dealing with that. I would like for you guys to kind of let everybody know. I don't call them fans, I call them your family, know how you're doing and what's going on moving forward.
Yeah. So first off, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there who, sent us messages and reached out, and a lot of people came to his funeral.
It was great. It was standing room only at
It
the
was
funeral.
standing
It was
room only it
insane.
was crazy. Like, so the love and support made it so much easier. So for real, thank everybody. Like, thank you all so much for the love and support. It really helped us to get through it. Obviously it was a rough thing to navigate, and us being kind of the leaders of the band, making business decisions while also like grieving our one of our best friends. It was something I never thought I'd have to go through. Like, you hear, like, other bands like Foo Fighters, they lost their drummer, and you're just like, wow, that'll never happen to me. And,
Yeah,
and
Catastro and the
yeah, and
scene
Catastro, it's
Yep.
specific.
like so sad, and you just think like, but it's not going to happen to me. And so when it did, it changed our perspective a lot
Yeah.
on things.
That's kind of why when you saw us at Camp Reggae and our bass player had gotten sick, we weren't stressing about it because we've been through so much more than
Yeah,
one bass player getting sick and needing a bass fill in. We were like, whatever, like
we'll make it
we'll
work.
make it work because we've had to deal with a lot of other things that are a lot more important, and kind of puts things in perspective. I remember when we got the news, Matt and I had spent like 5 hours working on like a video. We were going to make a funny reel promoting an upcoming song, and we were getting really worked up about it because we
Yeah.
couldn't get it right. We were getting heated, not at each other, but just like at the software and at what we were trying to do. And then you get that news 30 minutes later, and we're like, why are we just like getting so worked up
Yeah.
about that shit that didn't even matter? So really put things into perspective. But we are doing a tribute show for Parker. It's going to be a hometown show in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's our first hometown show that we've played the entire year. So the first one that we've played since he passed. And we're going to do some special things there, some songs dedicated to him, bring back some old band members. Hopefully some of his family will be in attendance. And we're going to do some special things in remembrance for Parker there. It's kind of our way to do that.
And how can people find out more about that? What's the date on? Do you guys have a date on that, or?
Yeah, so we're gonna be pushing it pretty hard. It's November 11th, Raleigh, North Carolina, the Poorhouse Music Hall. We have us, One Culture, and Feel Free on the lineup.
Wonderful.
And you can find more information at the Poorhouse website, our Instagram page, our website, sonsofparadise.com. Search it on Google. We're going to be running ads for it here soon. It's going to be crazy. We're probably going to sell out, so get your tickets as soon as possible. If you're in the area or you'd like to come, well, we'd love to have you, but it's going to be a really special thing to remember him.
Yeah, for sure.
From chaos comes clarity, man. 311 said that. And it's something that I will always keep in here, because chaos is potentially around every corner. So the only thing that can come from chaos is clarity. And from me and Blue and Simmer Down to all of the family, we all are sending love, as Matt Link would do, love to you guys,
Yeah.
for everything that you guys have been dealing with. And man, you guys are bouncing back. Tell us about the new lineup and how excited you are for this next phase.
Yeah, well, like you said, the chaos brings clarity, and we've seen so many lineup changes in this band. We always say like it's gonna work out and it'll probably be better than it was. And with everything that happened, we pretty much got an entirely new lineup. My younger brother, who was an original member, original bass player for us, we started the band with him. He went into the military and left for a little while, but now he's back. And I never thought we'd play with him again. So that's awesome. He's an incredible bass player. He's going to be with us at Vegas, and he's been playing a lot of shows with us. So that's been really cool.
So it feels we've gotten 3 new members this year, but one of them was an OG. So it feels like we only got 2 new members, and those 2 have been playing together, and the guitarist and our drummer
for a while.
So they've been playing with each other for years now. So there's a lot of chemistry in this band, even though it's 3 different members. If you look at us from the start of April,
that's really cool. So you have an OG bass player that's back. That's something that does not happen too much. I was watching the Cypress Hill documentary the other day, and I didn't realize that Sendog actually left, like was in the airport, like at 95, 96. He was in the airport about to go on to a world tour starting in Europe. And he's like, nope, I'm done. And he was gone for, 4 or 5 years. And then he came back and crushed it even harder. So maybe something that could happen with you guys.
Cypress Hill is playing the same day as us at Reggae Rise Up. So
that'd be cool.
Dude, let's talk about Reggae Rise Up Vegas, man. You guys, okay. So you guys are heading out west for the first time as a band on tour, correct?
Tomorrow morning. So this is filmed on, I don't even know the dates. Monday, October 2nd. As soon as we're done with this interview, we're doing our last rehearsal and our load up. Then we're doing some last minute packing, and we are leaving at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning to drive 33 hours.
So we're excited. We're driving. Yeah. We're not playing any shows along the way. We're just going to get there. And then
we're playing some shows after, but
yeah.
But we're stoked.
We're so excited, man. It's starting to like sink in, and yeah, so we're stoked.
What going out west the first time, I went out there as a member of the music community and business, it blew my mind. Like once you get to like probably like Nebraska, like midway through Nebraska or midway through Kansas, whatever route you're taking, things start to change. Landscape starts to change. You go up, and then you get up to the high plains, in eastern Colorado, and things really start to change. And then you get to Denver, and then you start seeing the Rockies, and then you're like, whoa. And then you go over the Rockies, and then you go into an alien Mars landscape. You get Utah, Arizona, all that. And then you go over those next mountains, the Sierra Nevadas, and then you're in Cali, and it's just groovy, baby. We cannot wait. to see what happens with you guys out there. I think it's going to be magical. Now, one thing I want to talk about Reggae Rise Up Vegas, not just that absolutely insane lineup. I mean, Lettuce is on this lineup. I think big up to Vaughn and the crew for really
on it.
It's so
Cypress
cool.
Hill.
yeah, like reaching out and defying genre boundaries within a festival is a huge thing. And Dan Cali Roots has done it, and a few others are starting to do it. I think it's really cool that that's happening. But you guys are going to be doing something very interesting. So you're hitting the casino, I guess you could say, after the gig for a wonderful foundation, the Knoll Foundation. Tell us what you guys are going to be doing in Vegas after your show.
If we win, half of it's going to us to have a little something in our pocket, and the other half will be donated to the Bradley Noel Foundation.
Oh, cool.
But the idea is, I saw this reel on Instagram, and it was essentially a story of a guy from England that sold everything he owned, and it amounted to $132,000, and all he had were the clothes on his back. Well, it amounted to that much money. He flew to Las Vegas. He put it all on roulette. It was either red or black. I can't remember which one he chose. And it ended up hitting, so he doubled his money. So I was like, that would be cool if we could like utilize some type of way to do that. Obviously, we're not going to put our life savings, but in the limited number of shows this year, we've probably made about $2,000 in profit and merch was the kind of the number that we kind of figured. And we thought, why don't we put all of the merch earnings we've made? And basically made the video explaining the idea. And we wanted all the fans to vote, hey, is it going to be Team Red or Team Black? Which one should you choose? And then Reggae Rise Up Vegas really liked the idea. They got on board. They ended up doing a ticket giveaway with us. We did like a joint post together. So that was really cool. But essentially what we're doing is after the first day of shows on Friday, this upcoming Friday, October 6th, we're going to meet around, I think, midnight, 11:30 midnight at the Plaza Hotel and Casino. It's like a block away. And we're going to put like $2,000 on the line. And if we win, we'll make a nice little donation to the charity. And if we lose, it's going to kind of suck, but that's gambling. but we have some other people that have been following along and kind of paying attention, and they are going to pitch in with us, and they're going to either donate to the charity or lose with us. But it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I think we're going to will our way to a win.
I think so too.
On the way up, we have to go through the videos we posted, kind of explaining the idea and count up if it's red or black, because we don't even know where we're putting the money yet. We're actually going to truly go and look at the entries.
Yeah, for some reason I'm thinking Team Red. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Another
yeah,
vote
we'll add
for
that.
red.
I'm thinking Team Red. Blue, what are you thinking? Team Blue. Team Blue. He's thinking Team Blue.
I just think because we're playing a reggae festival and it's going to be good vibes, and
yeah,
I'm just like not even we're not even going to lose. Like it's just we're going to
have that manifesting.
We're going to win.
Mindset.
We're going to split like part of it with everyone in the band, so they have a little money to play with, and then we'll donate the other half to the charity, and everyone's going to win.
Yeah,
that's so cool, man. Hey, if you guys are just tuning in, you're late. It's all good. We got Jordan and Matt, Sons of Paradise, Raleigh, North Carolina, in the house. They are getting ready to load up the rig and head west and go explore this other side of this gorgeous country, which out west is it's just another world. We just got back from Camp Redwoods up in the Redwood Forest, and it's just every time we go, it's just such a special place. I do want to ask you, since you're going to be in Vegas, are you guys going to go check out the Sphere? Have you heard of that?
I want to. It looks really cool. So I've been to Vegas a bunch, and I think the Sphere is like pretty new. I've never seen the Sphere.
It's like last year, I think it came up.
So they just did U2 2 days ago. Just did the opening, and it is insane. 168,000 LED pucks. They've got like 76,000 speakers, haptic seats. The whole entire outside of it is a giant LED screen. I mean, everybody out there, go look that up. I mean, maybe Reggae Rise Up Vegas will do that someday. Who knows, man?
We're
Vegas
definitely gonna drive by it
Yeah.
100% because I know it changes pictures on it. Like
Mhm.
sometimes it's a eyeball, maybe since it's in October, it'll be a pumpkin again, or
Yeah.
sometimes it's a
Yeah,
basketball. So we're
exactly.
I know. We're excited
gonna
for
go
sure.
check it out.
Oh, Sin City. Hey, Team Red and Team Blue, on this end, man.
All
The
right,
no,
we'll go
the,
Team Blue and
Yeah.
throw away our money.
hey, the Knoll, by the way, also the Knoll Foundation is such a special project. Will you tell everybody about the Knoll Foundation real quick before we move on?
Yeah, so it's a foundation that's really catered around substance abuse and those types of issues that obviously a lot of musicians, not only in this scene, but um, just in general, have faced. And Bradley from Sublime had those type of issues, and just a lot of people. I know Kyle Smith, another guy that's going to be playing the same day at Reggae Rise Up, has faced a lot of those issues, and he's worked with them before, and he's been really kind of vocal about substance abuse problems. But it's a charity that really gives back and helps folks in those type of situations, and
Yeah,
it's involved with reggae music,
Mhm.
so it's really kind of special.
yeah. Kyle Smith is. We're going to be chatting with Kyle at some point here soon. We've been talking here and there through text. I remember way back at Cali Roots when who the f is Kyle Smith.
Yeah.
I
Genius.
I cannot believe what's happened, and the reason it's happened is because he's such a special soul, man. Like he actually, like, there's this new wave of artists. I think, not to say that any of the other artists are not special in their own ways, but you look at Clemente and you look at Kyle and people like that who are literally pouring out their soul
Mhm.
to their family, again, not fans, family, and also at the same time supporting the scene and supporting their brothers and making posts about how much they love their brothers and Chopper sons, or whoever it is. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? And it's such a cool thing to see. And you guys are working with Tim Azzy, right? Is that
Oh
true?
yeah.
Yeah, so
That's awesome, man.
same
Yeah.
piece, Kyle and Cincy Trails and Mike Peno,
Pinto.
Dale and the Z Dubs, um,
Shout out Dale.
quite a few others.
So it sounds like you guys are on the up and up, man. You guys, I don't see you guys ever giving up, and you better not, because you guys have something very special. Marco had a good quote. He said, "Sons of Paradise, top shelf songwriting and production, fantastic people with an incredible work ethic, all the things you need. They have them. All the things you need to be a successful band." And artists, Sons of Paradise have. More people need to discover this band, man. You guys have something really cool, man. I do, before we get done here, I got a couple more questions. Speaking of production, I want to talk about your music real quick. Matt, I
Yeah.
know you produced a few of the tracks, and I mean the quality of sound and production is top notch. It really is. I mean, you look Motions. Me and Blue will listen to Motions and just like start floating through the clouds on the on the way home, and then Mamacita is just so spectacular, man. Like, it's just a hard hitter. You go so many different directions, yet you still have your sound. You do have a sound, and that's the most important thing. Tell us about the music.
Yeah, so we record everything in this studio right here that we're in right now. This is like the control room. And then we have a second room. There's with like a window that's got a drum set and piano, and that's like our tracking room. So we record everything in house. Some of the tracks I've produced, but then we go off campus for some of the production, like Mamacita. That was Howie Spangler. He's incredible. His mixes are so clean and crisp.
Nice.
Motions was Kurt from One Culture. Again, super clean,
Nice.
crisp. Love him. And then we've worked a lot with Ian Young. A lot of our more like heavier, dubbier, rootsier tracks, like Streetwalker and Lamota, those were all Ian Young. So we've gotten to work with so many great producers, and every single one has been really cool to kind of mentor me and teach me things. And I've picked up little things here and there. The last track that we just released, High, I produced that one, and I think that's the one I'm most proud of, like production wise. I think I finally found my style as a producer. So I'm really proud of that one.
It sounds amazing. All of your music sounds incredible. It really does. And I forgot Ian did do some stuff because I was chatting with him about you guys two couple of years ago. Good. Yeah, I like what you said, off campus. To do that. That's a good little, I like that, off campus. I like that one.
Just to be clear, like because everyone defines it a little bit differently. Like when we say produced, we mean like the mixing engineer,
Right.
not like we've, besides a couple like Melodose tracks where he created most of the beats and most of those musical parts. Every single musical part in all of our music has been recorded and created by us, and we've outsourced some of the mixing to other folks. Ian has probably done the most of it and really gave us a lot of guidance when we first started putting out music.
And he messaged me after we released that last track, High, and he's like, I hear a lot of myself in this track. It was the biggest compliment like he could give me. I'm like, wow, that's awesome that he, listened to it and thought that. So but yeah, I think the secret to our process is that we just have no ego about anything. It's like, if the idea is good, then it's good. And if it sounds bad, then it sounds bad. Like, and we're not scared to tell each other, like, I don't like that idea, or let's try this. There's no ego. It's just about what is going to make the song the best,
Absolutely. So we're running out of time here, but that's okay. If you're just tuning in, you're late. We got Matt and Jordan, Sons of Paradise, in the house, man. So stoked to finally chat with you. It's been a long time coming. We love your music. We jam to it all the time. We love your live show. We've been jamming to it a couple times now. You guys are about to head out west. Real quick, what's going on after the West Coast? I know one thing you did say. You say, we don't know if we'll be coming back. Let me tell you right now, you will be going back west. You guys rule. So what's coming up after the West Coast?
Basically, we've been saying that because we don't know when we are coming back west. So if you do live in the California area, Las Vegas, like it might be like it's just so expensive. Like people don't realize how expensive it is and how little money is in it until you get to a certain point. So we're going to be getting into Vegas on Thursday. We're going to check out the pre-party,
the Cal Smith and Ballyhoo
pre-party. So you can catch us at that if you're in Vegas. Then we are going to obviously play at Reggae Rise Up the first day. We open the festival. We're the first band to play on the Vibe stage, 12:15 p.m. We're going to be chilling all day Friday. We're going to go to the casino after to do our little roulette gambling thing. And then we're going to be chilling in Vegas all day Saturday, hanging out. Sunday morning, we're leaving at the crack of dawn. We were playing at Sea Legs at the beach.
That's at Huntington Beach.
Huntington Beach. So what date is that? October 8th, I believe. October 9th, we're doing a little private acoustic recording session for someone out in San Diego. There could be more information on that. We're supposed to keep it kind of low key for now. And then that Tuesday, October 10th, we'll be at the Holding Company in San Diego, I believe around 8 o'clock. And then Wednesday, October 11th, we'll be at the Sandbar in Santa Barbara. And then we're driving all the way to Virginia Beach because we'll be with Mike Pinto.
Woo, that's a long one.
And then that is on Sunday, October 15th. We're going to go home for a day in Raleigh, North Carolina. Then October 17th, we'll be at the Charleston Poorhouse with Mike Pinto again.
Back home. How cool is that? Hey, you guys got any new music coming up?
We've got not anything that's like announced yet, but we got some really cool stuff in the works. We're going to play a new song that's not released yet in Vegas, and I'm sure we'll play it at the Cali shows as well. I'm really stoked about that one, but we can't really say too much yet about it.
It's almost done being recorded. We're going to hopefully have it out some point next year. But yeah, we're always working on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It's just, it's a process and making sure everything is
not all of us are Marco Martinez.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Melodose. Shout out you guys, man. It's so great to chat with you, man. One more question for you guys, man. Everybody gets it, and you guys are gonna get it as well. What does reggae mean to you?
To me, reggae is like my favorite genre now. It was a genre that I got into kind of by accident, and I didn't know anything about it, but I've completely fallen in love with it, and it's my favorite type of music. So reggae really means everything to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the same way. Reggae is my life. Like, I've decided this is what I'm doing with my life. I'm doing music, I'm doing reggae. I love the scene. I love how cool all the people are. I feel like we're the most unique genre on earth, and I think that it's only going up from here. I only see it getting more and more popular, and I love seeing all these bands just blowing up, like Elevators and Trop and Bumpin' and all those dudes. It's nothing but love in the scene, and I love that.
The family is always better together. Everybody remember that. If you're ever down in the dumps, and it happens, find your family. They're everywhere, and they'll support you. And you guys now have us, me and Blue, as your family as well. Always got your back. Matt and Jordan, Sons of Paradise, thank you guys so much. Peace and love.
Thank you all. Peace.
Thank you.
I'm feeling the feeling is mutual now. You're blowing me up with the text you're sending and ghost me when my weed is run out. Like, damn it, you busy and you're blowing me up on the spot. I can't deny the way that we vibe, but baby, it's time we stop at the light. Cause you can't just come at me now and tell me that the fire's gone. I'm higher than the smoke above us, but it's not the weed I'm on. I'm sick of these games that you play. I'm winning or walking away. Yo, chips on the table, willing to enable you dipping and trying to hang. Mamacita, so nice to meet you, but